Hearts made a poor start to the season and they've been pretty hit and miss since, but more hit than miss lately.
I think this is one of the few clubs, Celtic, that don't mind coming to Tynecastle Lane because, you know, they've got a very good record here. They've only lost 3, I think, in 16 at Tynecastle, which is an awesome record. And it was interesting to hear Gordon Strachan before the match talking about the fact that he wants his defenders to chip in with a few goals. When you look at it, McManus, O'Dea, Presley and Caldwell, all big guys, they should make a difference today with set pieces.
Celtic can't afford to have that on their minds. A tantalising Tynecastle tussle awaits them. They're often under severe scrutiny here in a fixture that is always tasty and usually feisty. Paul Hartley often made it happen for Hearts and often scored for them, but it's his versatility that has helped Celtic. Another Tynecastle legend, Stephen Presley, scored against Hearts towards the end of last season and captained Celtic when he returned here at the start of this year. He's going to have to be back in action. His old number 4 shirts and the captaincy has now gone to a rising star of Scottish football, Christophe Berra. So, Stevie Frail's side disappointed at not getting the better of Gretna with their 10 men last week after that ridiculous red card for Michael Stewart. But they're always up for this, games like this. They have claimed some big scalps this season. Kenny Clark was in charge of their CIS Cup win at Celtic Park in October and Celtic's 2-1 SPL win here last season. Gordon Strachan was born in the city of Edinburgh, but he grew up supporting Hibs. Five of Celtic's last 9 SPL defeats have come against the Edinburgh clubs. This is a fixture to fear for Celtic, and domestically they don't have many of them. Hearts Celtic usually guarantees extreme excitement. Jarosik has won that, and Goncalves, aware that Scott McDonald wasn't too far away. This is Robbie Nilsson. Now Larry Kingston. Hearts relieved to have him back in the team, although they are set to lose him in January when the African Nations Cup is held in his homeland, Ghana. Stephen Presley jeered by the fans who used to adore him, and some. Here's Jarosik, who scored a cracking winner back in January here. Now a free kick for Scott McDonald. This could be an early test for Hearts. Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling is going to be joined by McManus, Caldwell, Jarosik, and McDonald in there too. Hartley takes it, it's turned away by Tal. Nade chasing, and between them, either Presley or O'Dea were going to get there. Have to sprint for it, Stephen Presley. Darren O'Dea has filled the left-back berth vacated by Lee Naylor's injury.
Yeah, that's the one thing for Hearts today. They've got Nadi up front, very, very pacey, and in there against Stephen Presley and McManus. The 2 centre-halves will have to be careful. They can't push up too much and allow room in behind, because he will take advantage of that, that's for sure. It's also going to be a tricky afternoon, I think, for Jan Vennegoor of Hesseling up front. For Celtic, because he's got Berra and Tal, very good in the air, and just in front also Zaliukas. Big guys in there. That means that Celtic can't just go direct.
Kingston rode the challenge from O'Dea, and now Driver Kingston again. Who's managed to get it across for Nade, and Palazuelos waiting for a pullback. Kizanavicius, surely! What a horrible miss from Audrius Kizanavicius. Hearts should have been ahead.
Yeah, and it's been the secret of Hearts' success here at Tynecastle recently, starting very, very quickly. Within 3 minutes, a golden chance for them. Kizanavicius, he's just got to get this on target. He's going for the back post. He does it all right, and then he goes across Boric, but he's got to hit that back corner. If he does, it's 1-0 Hearts.
An opportunity missed, and Stevie Frail knows that. Palazuelos was waiting a long time for the pullback from Nade. In the end, it went to Kizanavicius.
It wasn't the best of pullbacks either, because it had too much pace in it for Palazuelos, but he did find Kizanavicius, and at that point you thought, well, it must be. What a great chance for Hearts to get this one off and running.
Christophe Berra started the scoring when Celtic beat Hearts 5-0 in August with an OG. Berra crowded out and bravely away by Scott Brown, who was taken out by Christian Nade, who came off worse.
Well, I think it was the other way around actually. I'm pretty sure Brown didn't hold anything back there, you can see. Well, it's completely accidental, they're both going for the ball. It's good defending from Brown. I don't think it would be very easy to come off second best against Nade, but
offside against Scott McDonald. The flag was raised. Not only have the Hearts fans got some of their former players to boo today, they've also got some former Hibs players to boo. They are spoilt for choice.
Yeah, but the Hearts fans like to cheer as well, and right now with Kingston in that more central role, you can see he is more involved. Again, right now picking the ball up, just making it tick for Hearts. He'll certainly get things going for them in there.
Christophe Berra for Jose Goncalves. Goncalves preferring to go inside. Venegoro Hesselink failed to foul him. Now Kingston. Goncalves out of position at the moment after that forage across the field. Robbie Nilsson for Zaliukas, pushed into a holding role today. Kingston looking busy, looking lively. Driver chasing it. Stephen Presley will get a free kick. He's been bundled over.
Yeah, but it's good from Hearts. Quick, slick passing. They're moving it around well. Presley just defending that ball and pushed over. But it's a good start from Hearts.
Stephen Presley spent 8 years here at Tynecastle. Scott McDonald. Yarasik. O'D. Away by Palazuelos for Kizanavicius, who has had the best chance amid the early exchanges. Palazuelos. Here is Driver. Tal will shunt it to Nilsson. Scott Brown, fouled by Zaliukas.
Zaliukas in there, doing that sitting midfielder role. It just means that the rest can just push forward at will, and that's what's happening right now for Hearts. As soon as they're in possession, the midfield go and they try and support Nade, and Zaliukas just sits in there and defends it.
Hesselink may well see this come in his direction from Artur Boric. Not hard to predict. Presley, Hartley. Remember him? Bobo Balde, watching the game at Tynecastle. Unable to get much of a look in these days. Robbie Nelson. Here is Scott Brown, who played in a dozen Edinburgh derbies. O'D. Brown decides to go back to Boritz. He won't mind being booed one little bit. In fact, it'll make him even more determined if that's possible. Gonna go out Hesselink penalised for backing into Tal.
It's quite interesting with Nadi up front in his own. Speaking to Stephen Frail before the game, it's a 4-5-1 or a 4-3-3 depending on how I saw it. It will be that way when they have the ball, of course. It will be a 4-3-3, and that'll be to Nadi's advantage.
Kingston. Palazuelos making only his 5th start for Hearts. The central midfield pairing, Stewart and Johnson both out. Kingston, Nade. Jarosik secures a throw. Scored a cracker against Shakhtar Donetsk and missed a sitter shortly afterwards, which probably sums him up in many ways.
Yeah, it does, but I think it's important that McGeady on the right-hand side today gives far more width than he's doing straight away at this point in time, because we know that if he can isolate Goncalves 1-for-1, he certainly has the pace and the trickery to get past him. And Celtic do need that width because Jarosik just doesn't give it.
Gordon Strachan, back in the city where he was born. Darren O'D has only made a couple of fleeting substitute appearances this season prior to today. Burst on the scene last season and really looked the part.
Yeah, I think O'D's got a chance to make this role his own as well, because Naylor's hasn't had a good season. I think young lad looks to be full of potential.
It's Paul Hartley who sent it in, but it's over everyone's head, and it's easily taken by Anthony Basso, who has again been preferred to Steve Banks. He's an Avatus watched by McGeady. The throw-in has gone to Hearts, although it looked like it might easily have gone the other way.
It's a nice little battle there, isn't it, with Kizanevicius and McGeady.
Goncalves then ready to launch it towards Christian Nade. Stephen Presley won it. Scott Brown helped it on its way. Marius Zaliukas didn't really connect. Vera. Palazuelos. Aimless.
Well, Celtic have started this match slowly, but I think that's to be expected after the European game midweek, and that won't bother Celtic either, because they do tend to be patient and start games like this, and we all know it's not about the start of the game for Celtic, it's all about the end of it.
Well, Hearts seeing plenty of the ball early on their own patch. They have won 4 of their last 7 encounters with Celtic, so no reason to fear the Glasgow Giants, and every reason to relish every minute. McManus, it's bounced off McDonald. Kingston now for Nade. Driver is making tracks. Straight through to Boruc though. Here is the former Hibs captain, Gary Caldwell, also getting jeered for that reason.
Well, Steve McManus in there alongside Stephen Presley, and I think that'll help McManus, because although he is an accomplished central defender, he's still young. A lot of responsibility as well with the captaincy at Celtic, and I just feel that Presley has the maturity alongside him to give him a hand in there. You see that with Quayla and Weir at Rangers, and I think that, for me anyway, this is the best partnership at central defence for Celtic right now.
Clash of heads. And perhaps more the shoulder for Kingston. Jaroszik's okay.
A couple of awkward falls there. I think Kingston just gives him a little shove as well.
Such an important player for Hearts, recently returned from injury, and that could well coincide with a charge up the table from Stevie Frail's team, because they're still a little bit off the pace, further behind Hibs and Dundee United than they like to be.
Yeah, they are, but in my view anyway, they haven't played well enough, consistently enough, to merit being up alongside Motherwell and United. And of course Kingston is a vital player for them, especially now that Michael Stewart is out of this one for that absolute blatant red card the other week. You don't agree with Ian?
No, never. Michael Stewart's kind of game this as well, but he unfortunately has to sit it out after incurring a ridiculous suspension.
Yeah, it's a shame. He's a great player. He's been doing it as well for Hearts this season. Great to watch, and he inspires the whole team.
Presley. Caldwell. McDonald up against Berra. No match in terms of height. Jaroszik. He's got support nearby from O'D. Jaroszik again. Oh, he's had a go! And it's conscious wide. Well, he scored from a similar position here back at the start of the year, and it was a stunner, and that was nearly heading the same way.
Well, see, for me this sums him up. It really does. He cuts inside, he takes it really early again, and it makes Basso have to think about it. In a very similar way to the goal that he scored, as you said, Ian. But I'll tell you what, he's got to do that more often. He has it in his locker, he's just got to turn it on.
Nade has fed Nielsen. Jaroszik certainly looks up for it today. O'D. Foul given against Christophe Berra. Scott McDonald on the receiving end.
You can see how it works there. The little striker and the big central defender, and all Scott McDonald does is stand his ground, try and hold the ball up for his team.
Hartley was trying to pick out McGeady, but the plan didn't quite come to fruition.
It's quite strange that guys like Paul Hartley and Stephen Presley, well, it's not strange, you expect it to a certain degree, but these guys were at Hearts for so long, great servants of the club, and yet they're still being booed by the punters out there. I find that amazing.
Scott Brown. Scott Brown never scored in 12 Edinburgh derbies, and then went and scored against Hearts when Celtic beat them 5-0 in August.
He doesn't score enough goals, Scott Brown, for me. Fantastic player, but when you make so many runs into the box here, and you're entitled to get at least 10 or 12 a season, I think, in that midfield position, especially as he's given the licence to get there.
Nagidi. Lost out. He's flying at the moment, though. In tremendous form, Nagidi. Somehow set up that winner against Shakhtar Donetsk. Two big men, Stephen Presley and Christian Nade.
Yeah, I think he just catches Presley's ankle there. And he'll relish a challenge against Nade today. I think Presley will be delighted to be back into that starting lineup.
Nielsen now for Driver. Kingston up against Hartley. Kingston wasting no time, and Gary Caldwell wasn't too sure where Kizunavacius was.
You're right, Ian, that was the problem. He didn't know how far away the left midfield player for Hearts was. It was an awkward one. I think he did the right thing in the end, get it out and then worry about it later.
The first corner of this contest goes to Hearts. There's a queue forming. Kingston looking for a better angle. And it's a good delivery as well, and Christophe Ferrer rose.
Well, it was sluggish from Celtic. O'Day, McGeady took an age to get out there, and that allowed Kingston to send one in. It's a good ball in the back post as well. Berra rose highest, but he just can't get it down the way.
Well, Hearts have had their moments in the opening 20 minutes. Kenny Clark has just had a quick word with Stephen Presley, who's got a battle on his hands in the shape of Nade. Yarosip quickly upon Nielsen. Offside against Scott McDonald.
I think a lot of the Celtic fans are still waiting for it to click with Jan Fenner of Hesselink and Scott McDonald up front for Celtic. At times it works, and yet sometimes it goes very, very quiet. I think the big Dutchman still has a lot to prove in green and white.
Whereas Scott McDonald doesn't have much to prove at all. He's had a terrific season since leaving Motherwell for Celtic. Whereas the Celtic fans have given Big Jan a bit of stick.
Yeah, it's a strange one. You'd think it was a perfect partnership. The big striker that can hold it up, the wee buzz bomb that goes around and picks up all the leftovers. But it hasn't really worked out as well for Jan Fenner of Hesselink as it has for Scott McDonald.
Presley. Caldwell. Vinegar of Hesseling grappling with Tal. And Christoph Berra had to turn it away from McDonald, who was waiting to feed on any scraps. McManus came towards Venegora Hesseling again. He wanted a free kick off Christoph Berra, but Kenny Clark was very close and disinterested.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for him this afternoon, as I said. Alongside Berra, Zaliukas there and Tal as well. Even Concalves, big guys.
Robbie Nilsson making his 200th appearance for Hearts. Testimonial coming his way at the end of the season. Driver won't get to that in time. But he has been one of the stars of the season in the SPL.
Yeah, he has been. Very good player. And he's managed to, just no mean feat, stay in the Hearts side consistently. And he is producing the goods.
Caldwell. McDonald took it well. McGeady stepped inside Goncalves and gets the free kick.
I just think McGeady there should just drive the line. There's so much space in behind Goncalves, but he opts to cut inside again. There's not too much in that.
Celtic's third attempt to take this free kick, and this time they might do it in the right place.
Yeah, I think they'll send this one in. Presley's going up.
McGeady might be encouraged to have a go himself.
Yeah, it's a strange one, that. He did create enough room for himself by cutting inside here, but they had the big guys up. I think they'd been better off sending it in.
Aidan McGeady scored on his Celtic debut here a few years ago. Come on! Yuri Jarosik. Darren O'D.
So far, Stephen Presley in possession. His passing, his delivery has been really poor up to the strikers. That's what's making it very difficult for the likes of Jan Finneroff Hesseling to hold the ball up. It's normally a straight pass, it's in the air, it's too long in the air as well. It's allowing Berra to attack it.
And McGeady catching Goncalves and quick to offer an apology.
Yeah, just caught late there.
Ibrahim Tal, Christoph Berra, Zaliukas, Nade, all in there. Kingston floats it in. It's away by Venegor of Hesseling. Palazuelos. Kingston may well deliver again. Nade slipped, allowing Presley to pick out McDonald. Now Hartley. Brown. Rescued by Jarosik. Hartley for Brown. Here's the captain. Here's the goal scorer. Now McGeady. McDonald, turned away by Tull. Gary Caldwell. McGeady. McDonald. Caldwell up towards McGeady. And Carvers will make sure that goes behind. McDonald still had a little dig at him anyway. And Goncalves could see the funny side.
Well, you wouldn't expect anything less from Scott McDonald, would you?
Celtic getting a grip on this game, but here come Hearts again. Kingston, and he'll get a free kick in a very useful position off Paul Hartley.
Yeah, Kingston just cutting inside and skipping past Hartley there. There's a clash. Hartley came out the worst. It's a promising situation now for Hearts. And fancy, there's that angle there for Driver, I think, on his left foot, but could also be Kingston. I think it favours a left-footed player though.
Kenny Clark wants the Celtic wall back a bit. And the Driver scored at Celtic Park last season. He is there with Harry Kingston. The ball's not quite there yet though. Now it is. Kenny Clark's happy. Here it comes. And it is Driver, and it is wide, and Boris never really looked too bubbled.
I think in the end it was always going wide. It wasn't that far away though. When you look at it again, not too bad. He managed to get up and over the wall. Stevie Frail knows a wee chance there.
Saliukas struggling.
Although Celtic have had the majority of possession in the last 15 minutes or so, it's not been dangerous at all to Hearts. What Celtic have done is they've sat back a little bit, they've gone really deep, and that's allowed the back four to get on the ball and just make passes, but it's not hurting Hearts. Hearts still looking the more dangerous of the two sides.
Stevie Frail, the assistant head coach. We don't see much of the top man, Anatoly Korobotchka. Darren O'Dea now. Hartley onto this. Could be promising. Venegor and Hesseling holding it up. Now McGeady has got away from Keith Navachus. Oh, and Scott McDonald turned it over, and they've been going in for him lately.
Well, this is one that got away. Good play from McGeady on the right hand side. He looks like he's going to come inside again, but no. Good ball in. Jan Venegor misses it, and that opens it up for Scott McDonald. You can see here he's in the perfect position. He gets himself ahead of Nielsen, and he just has to hit the target.
McGeady. Palazuelos made the challenge. He's an Navachus benefits. Offside anyway, Costinare would have been.
Well, you see, that's my problem with Keith Navachus. He's good in the ball, he cuts inside really well, but at times when he gets just outside the box, he loses it a little bit. He's not sure what to do, whether to go himself or make a pass, and I think he's got to cut inside there and have a go on his right foot, but he's so left-footed. He's trying to play in Nadi, and Nadi, by that point, is offside.
O'Dea. Ibrahim Tal, wary of McDonald's presence. With a long throw, drops Celtic's way. Poor attempt to clear by Haas, but eventually they dig it out. Caldwell takes the throw. Here's Christophe Berra. Later you can check out all the scores in Football Saturday from 4 on Setanta Sports 1. And that's followed by a thriller at the Villa as Martin O'Neill's men take on Arsenal at 5:15. And we're back in the SPL tomorrow from 1 for Aberdeen Hibs as Kizanavicius wastes another chance to put Hearts in front.
It's just a lack of composure. It's on his favoured foot as well. Falls nicely for him. And I think we can see from that he's not a top-class finisher, that's for sure.
Just the one goal for Hearts so far, but he did get a couple for Lithuania the week before last.
Well, he's a dangerous player. I think he's a good player, and he can play in that 4-4-1-1 just off the striker. Does that well and supports Nadi in that one. He can also play on the left-hand side, cuts inside well, but it's once he cuts inside, as you see, he's got no real end product.
Driver. Here is Kizanavicius. Taking on Caldwell, and it's a corner. Kingston will come across to take this. Ibrahim Tal scored against Aberdeen here recently. Kingston's corner, Christophe Berra not allowed to get near it. Benegor of Hesselink doing some defensive duty. Ten minutes to half time, 0-0. But it could have been so different. Kizanavicius had a better chance in the opening minutes.
Yeah, the game just has that feel. We've watched it many a time where Celtic are going to try and just grind this one out. And you wouldn't put it past them doing it as well.
Caldwell. Celtic have lost a couple of times on this ground recently, but their overall record here is not too bad. They've won on 12 of their last 16 visits, which is pretty good going at a tricky venue. It's fallen for Palazuelos. Now Nade. Kizanavicius and Driver were getting into the box, but the ball wasn't. Not yet anyway. Kingston shrugs off McDonald. Well wide from Kingston. Helped on by Jarosik. And a foul by Berra on McDonald. It's his reaction that is going to get him a ticking off more than anything.
Well, it's the old collapsible leg trick from McDonald.
Trick you know so well, I'm sure. McGeady, and nobody picked him up, but the referee's not having it because he hadn't blown his whistle. No, he has blown his whistle, but Hartley's not quite ready. McDonald, Hartley, closed down by Palazuelos. Sent back though by Brown, and Stephen Presley losing out to the man who's taken his number 4 shirt and his captaincy, Christophe Berda.
Yeah, Presley was the wrong man there. No pace to get on the end of that one. Berda just ushered it out.
McGeady. Foul by Kizanavicius.
To shove. And gives Paul Hartley a great chance now to swing one in. Again, Presley goes up.
It's a decent situation this for Celtic as Hartley, and it's Ibrahim Tal who sends his free kick behind.
That's a great ball in. Such a dangerous area it's going into as well, and Tal had to look lively. Get a wee touch on it.
Certainly crowded in that 6-yard box, as you'd expect. Everyone sticking to everyone else. Celtic's first corner of the game will be taken by Paul Hartley, and Gary Caldwell off balance.
I think he's just trying to direct that towards the back post, maybe set someone up that's come off the front post there from the corner.
Celtic 3 points clear of Rangers, who play later today. Rangers might see this as a fixture in which Celtic might drop points.
Well, it's certainly possible today. It's certainly the way that Celtic have started this game. As I said earlier, you expect them to start slowly, but they're just sort of plodding along right now.
McGeady evading Palazuelos. Likewise Caldwell. Venegor of Hesselink with the flick on for Scott McDonald. Darren O'Dea nearly arrived on the scene. Hartley, McDonald. It's a foul by Kingston, and Hearts are giving away a few of these, which will encourage Celtic.
Yeah, they may pay for it as well. They'll just get a little touch, and it's a poor challenge from Kingston. You can't argue that one, surely. Yes, you can.
Familiar scenario this. A free kick for Hartley. Flipped on by Caldwell. Basso. Well, he's got it eventually. Thought he might have had a nudge, but panic soon over. And Manis underneath that. Palazuelos. Tal. Kingston. Driver. Nade. Still going. And Kingston! Another good opportunity for Hearts. And they owed much really to Driver.
Yeah, and he should do much, much better. He's put under a little bit of pressure from Hartley, I think it is. It's good, strong work from Nadi. As the ball comes back, he just has to get over the top of it a bit more. Stephen Frail knows, I think, there's not going to be too many chances for Hearts in this match.
They probably have the clearer ones in this first half, which is drawing to a close. Free kick given against Nadi.
Neither side have really managed to get into any real flow in this first half.
Well done.
And I think Celtic will be the happiest to go in 0-0 at half-time, to regroup. A little bit tired, obviously, from the midweek European exploits.
Terrific from Kingston. Fancy footwork, but he's got Scott Brown to contend with now. And Brown did enough to put him out of his stride. Kingston, in fact, wanted a free kick.
Yeah, I think Kingston, for me, in this first half, has been the pick of the bunch. When they can get him on the ball, that is. Both sides have really lacked from width in this first half. No balls into wide areas. McGeady hasn't got going, and that sort of hindered Celtic a little bit. I think Driver as well and Keys and Evicius for Hearts haven't managed to get onto either. And as you see there, everything's going to the centre from both sides. If that's going to be the case, I would favour Nadi to come out on top.
Here is Nadi. Looked quite good initially. It all suddenly went horribly wrong.
That's been it for Hearts' first half. Keys and Evicius, two very good chances. Also Kingston, he's been on it as well outside the box. A couple of decent efforts. And then Nadi there, he's got to do better than that.
Saliukas and Jarosic go for that. There's going to be just a single minute of stoppage time, and we're into it now.
1 minute to play.
Well, I think I can look forward to a far better second half, Ian. Hopefully.
Robbie Nielsen turning that back to Basso. Straight down the middle, where it'll be met by Stephen Presley. Nielsen up against OD. Neither of them were going to pull out. Hasn't been a 0-0 between these teams for a decade. Plenty of time for there not to be one today. But it is half-time now. Hearts could have been ahead early on, and that really would have lit up the game. Keys and Evicius failing to make the most of his opportunity. Scott McDonald turned one over for Celtic. Kingston pretty much at the heart of Hearts, as usual. But neither side has been able to find a way to goal yet. We'll hear what Frank McAvenny and John Robertson think of it next with Rob. But at half-time in the SPL at Tynecastle, it's Hearts 0, Celtic 0.
Don't take your eye off the ball. Clydesdale Bank, always on the ball.
See both the top two live this weekend only on Setanta. First up today, the candidate pits his wits against the professor. Can Villa beat the Gunners for the first time in 9 years?
Plus, join me and the team for all the results in Football Saturday from 4.
And on Monday night at 7, Man U will be hoping for less of this and more of that as they entertain Fulham. To subscribe, visit setanta.com or call this number.
Because you never seem to get stranded in safe places,
Mum, we're going to be late for the party.
Black & Decker created the Simple Start. Just plug it into your car lighter, and within minutes, you're good to go. Simple Start, part of the new Black & Decker automotive range.
Oh, I can't think what to give Cinderella for Christmas.
Oh, yes, you can.
But I want to give Cinderella something special.
Use eBay, dear.
eBay, but...
Now, just tell eBay all the things that you know Cinderella loves best.
Oh, well, anything yellow, obviously. But really, there's nothing she likes more than 60s retro stuff. Oh, perfect.
Jack, what are you doing?
Oh, nothing.
Do you have a thing for coffee?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Then we have a thing for you. New Nescafe Dolce Gusto.
Get up, get on.
With Comet's latest Star Buy, you can save up to 30% on any iPod Nano when bought with any iPod speaker. Comet. We live electricals.
Good. Just watching this. Good lad. Hey, good boy. In a bit, in a bit. Good lad. Go on then. Come on then. Come on. Come on. Oh, lucky.
Check it out, everybody, here we go. Non-stop, keep it jumping off the floor. Jump, bust through the roof like whoa. Go to the top with the cream with the crop. We getting down in your town. Spread that funk all around, stomping on the ground. Yeah, we be up in the place.
To you, love me.
Welcome to Lovejoy and Redknapp's Best of Football DVD. That is a great goal.
I knew you'd like that one.
Genius. Look, how do you miss? Look at him.
Unbelievable football moments.
Absolutely brilliant. I've never heard of him, have you?
No.
We have now, though.
Lovejoy and Redknapp's Best of Football. The only football DVD you need this Christmas.
It'll be hard work, but it will work.
There's his little fingers, there's his little toes, and just there's his little sister.
At Clydesdale Bank, people are at the heart of everything we do. That's why our contact centres have been voted best in the world for customer service, and why we support the British Heart Foundation. To find out more, visit cbonline.co.uk.
When Cinderella sees her Christmas present, she's gonna flip!
Oh, did you get her some hair straighteners?
No, I went on eBay and I got it so right.
Jack, love.
I told eBay all the things I know she loves.
Jack!
And eureka! I found something so her. It's a...
Jack!
What?
She's behind you.
Oh.
Don't take your eye off the ball. Clydesdale Bank, always on the ball.
We've golf for you later on today on the Celtic Golf Channel. PGA Tour qualifying final day from 6 in Orange County, Florida. Setanta Golf. Well, Celtic will have a 6-point lead if they can beat Hearts here at Tynecastle today, with Rangers play Kilmarnock in a 3 o'clock start later on. But it's goalless so far here in the Clydesdale Bank Premier League match of the weekend. With me in the studio, former Celtic striker Frank McAvenny, former Hearts frontman John Robertson. And John, it's still to get started, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Hearts will be slightly happier than Celtic. They've had the better of the game. One unbelievable chance early on for Kisnevicius, and then the game sort of went flat after that. You know, Hearts have had a couple of half chances, Kisnevicius again, and then Kingston, and of course Celtic's best chance for Scott McDonald. So, you know, I think we spoke about there, Hearts will be annoyed that they're not in front because if you don't punish Celtic, then inevitably they come back and hurt you in the end. And if I was a Hearts fan sitting watching this game now, that's what I'd be worried about. If Celtic step up a gear, which they're more than capable of doing, they could take control of the game. But so far so good for Hearts, just disappointing that they're not ahead.
Not even a yellow card yet, Frank. Is the game lacking in passion?
I think so. I don't think there's any tackles. I'd like to see stats for the tackles. There's not been any late tackles or anything. There's not been any flare-ups. And these games, it's very surprising to not have nothing in the first half. From Celtic's point of view, it's a poor game. But if you don't take a chance against Celtic, they're liable to come back and beat you up. So I think that's what they're going to do. Gordon will not be happy in there. He won't be happy, but nothing each. And Celtic have not started yet. So Scott will be disappointed with the chance that he missed, Scott McDonald.
But this was certainly a chance early on, wasn't it, for Keys and Avic? It was just 2.5 minutes on the clock and didn't hit the target.
Yeah, we spoke about Kingston playing off the front, and that's where he's playing, but it was a good move here. Nadi does great here. It's quickly switched and you've got to score. That's an unbelievable chance. You don't get many clear-cut chances in these games.
It coming to his left foot,
yeah.
taking his right foot.
But even in front, even on his left, Nadi does great here. And I think it's Palazuelos that just knocks it off. It's on his good foot. He must hit the target there. I mean, that's a gilt-edged opportunity. And as we've said, 2.5 minutes at the game, and there's not been a better chance since that.
I think in the interesting exchanges in the first half, there aren't been too many of them, I guess. It's been the players we were speaking about pre-match, Larry Kingston and Aidan McGeady, who have been doing the damage. This was McGeady getting in behind on the right-hand side for Celtic after just over half an hour, and you expect, because of the form he's been in, Frank Scott McDonald to stick this away.
Yeah, well, if he hits it, if he miskicks it, it's a goal. I think he thought Venegal was going to get a touch on it, and it's but you've got to be alert, you've got to be sharp, and he'll be disappointed. Miskicks, it's a goal.
Do you favour Hearts, Celtic, I should say, John, at this stage because Hearts haven't punished them so far? Will they get stronger?
You'd expect Celtic to get stronger. That's the worrying thing. It doesn't necessarily have to happen that way. If Hearts can keep getting the ball to Kingston, because Kingston's feeding Kisnevičius, he's feeding Andrew Driver, and Palazuelos and Zelukas are just sitting doing their job at the moment and letting the other four get in front of them get on with it. Kingston looks the real threat. If Hearts can get him on the ball, they've got a chance. Frank's saying Gordon will not be happy. He'll be kicking a few backsides in there. You expect Celtic to come out and be stronger, but it's still an even game. It's 0-0. It's still a very even match, and it doesn't necessarily mean Celtic are favourites. But when you miss chances like Kisnevičius has missed there, they generally come back to haunt you.
Yep, it's goalless so far here at Tynecastle between Hearts and Celtic. It is a match noted for passion, and I think we'll see a little bit more of that when we come back for the second half.
Don't take your eye off the ball. Clydesdale Bank, always on the ball.
Setanta Sports News is the new 24-hour dedicated sports news channel.
A new attitude to sports reporting, a new team and a new style.
A constant eye on breaking news and ongoing stories.
Don't miss all the dynamic action and latest developments.
Sports news that captures the viewpoint of the avid sports fan.
Great sport is entertaining, and so are we.
Sports news updates every 20 minutes, every hour, every day.
Setanta Sports News.
The new sports news channel.
At Woolworths, get Billy Connolly's new live show on DVD for $14.97.
You can just make it up as you go along.
Brand new stand-up from the King of Comedy.
I'll tell you something else. I'm in wonderful shape.
Billy Connolly live, Was It Something I Said, on DVD for $14.97. This Christmas at Woolworths.
Come into Comet and save £70 on his 7-megapixel Canon Ixus digital camera, which you can simply order online like hundreds of our other great offers. And now you can collect them from as little as 30 minutes later with our click and collect service. Comet, we live electricals.
Let's try something new. The new Quattro Titanium. 4 titanium-coated blades for a smooth shave. Plus a new edging blade for precise edges and shapes, so you can design your own look. Try one now at half price. The new Quattro Titanium from Wilkinson Sword.
Russian Standard Vodka. Russia's #1 premium vodka.
Want an easy way to rent DVDs from just $3.99 a month? For your 2-week free trial, go to lovefilm.com.
Speed Pro Street, in stores now.
Every year, millions of people suffer from the horror of faintly disappointing Christmas gifts.
Why?
It's ever so sad. You can see that my eyes have gone all weepy in that. Look.
It doesn't have to be this way.
Visit oxfamunwrapped.com and choose one of many unusual gifts, like tools for farmers, fertilizer, the gift of dung, or even a loo for a community in poverty.
Give a loo to the world.
Where's shopping mall? There's shopping mall. Things that are small, box big and tall. Where's Chinese food? There's Chinese food. Spicy chicken wing, chicken almond ding. Ding dong. Traffic's a mess, there's no distress. Find a new way with no delay. Bluetooth is on, call the salon. Need a waxing now, got a unibrow. Give a Garmin. Give a Garmin. Screen clear and wide, whole world inside.
Do you seek the truth?
Yes.
Come forward. Hang on. Are those trainers?
Every time.
I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
I thought they were quite smart.
The rest of you are all right.
It's all right, man. Go in there without me. Wait, it's all right.
No, we're not having that, are we? We're not leaving him.
Actually, mate, I think we're probably going to try somewhere else instead. Cheers, boys.
That's rubbish anyway.
Don't take your eye off the ball. Clydesdale Bank, always on the ball.
Goalless at Tynecastle, 3 o'clock kickoffs to follow at Tannadice, Fir Park, Ibrox and Love Street. All the goals from all those games, SPL Roundup 7:45 on 1. And the final match of the SPL weekend is at Pittodrie. We're live with Aberdeen and Hibs. Craig Brewster and Michael Stewart with us in the studio tomorrow from 1 Setanta Sports 1. Back for the second half with Scott Booth and Ian Crocker.
Cheers, Rob. Well, it's 14 months now since Celtic kept a clean sheet on their travels. Just as well, they're pretty good at scoring a few, but they haven't so far managed to do that today. 0-0, and an unusually quiet first half for when these two teams meet, Scott.
Yeah, I think the longer the game goes like this, the more Celtic will fancy themselves.
Well, Hearts lost it straight from the kickoff. Here's Darren O'Dea. Up towards Vennegoor of Hesselink. Away by Christoph Berra. Gary Caldwell first to it. Now McGeady. Wouldn't really come down for him though. And he's screened by Goncalves. Celtic fly out to Milan tomorrow for their big game on Tuesday. The point would see them in the knockout phase of the Champions League for sure.
Yeah, and it was 0-0 at half-time here, and I'm sure that they'd like that at full-time in Milan.
Keys and Avatus for Palazuelos. Here's Robbie Nilsson. Gets it back from Zaliukas. Ibrahim Tal, who was mysteriously dropped for the game against Gretna last week, despite having scored in the match before against Aberdeen. Back in today though, such as life at Hearts, Kingston. And Robbie Nilsson is going to be turned away by Stephen McManus.
Yeah, McManus taking no chances there. He could have let it go back towards Boris, but doing the right thing, clearing his lines. Very safe.
Driver. Up against OD and Yarosik. Tal. Scott Brown heard the shout from McManus. Brown barging in on Zaliukas. Now Yarosik. Benegor of Hesselink. Brown would have got a free kick, but managed to fend off Kingston anyway. McManus, Benegor of Hesselink. Lost out to Ibrahim Tal. Here is Zaliukas. Benegor of Hesselink has won it back, and now Scott Brown. Palazuelos giving him a hard time though. Driver. Nade. And Nade perfectly picked out Kingston. Darren O'D coming away with this. McGeady's got some space to McDonald's right, and he's bound to use him. McGeady! Disappointing end result.
It is, and it's not been the case over the last few months. There normally isn't an end product with Aidan McGeady now. Again, I just want to see him, just once in a while, go to the byline. And for Hearts, of course, Nade picked out Kingston really well. Kingston's first touch wasn't great. And then Presley came in with a vital block. Of course, Kingston scored a goal from a very similar situation last week against Gretna. Couldn't do it on that occasion.
Zaliukas, Palazuelos. Driver, just clearing Nade.
Yeah, there's a lack of movement in there. It's just Nade in there alone. Driver's got one player to hit. And I think other players should be busting their gut to get in close to Nade. Certainly Keys and Evans out on the left-hand side. He's got to come in and act as a second striker when the ball's on the right-hand side with Driver.
McGeady. Tripped by Kingston. And we're going to get the first yellow card of the game.
Yeah, no arguments there. He won in the first half. Didn't get booked for it. This time he does. It's a great situation for Paul Hartley to swing this one in with his right foot. Little curling on top of Basso. It's going to be difficult for him.
Not often we wait 50 minutes for a yellow card when Hearts meet Celtic. It's Yuri Jarosik who's going to go for the hit, and maybe it would have been better in hindsight if Hartley had crossed it.
I think that's happened on a number of occasions today in this match. The wrong decisions being made. It's just perfect there for Hartley to swing that one in. The big guys are up. Bass is a good goalkeeper as well. Jarosik's got to do something very special from that distance. It was a waste.
Zaliukas reacting furiously to Scott Brown then.
Bargy.
Zaliukas, not back by Caldwell. Could be awkward, although Stephen Presley. Oh, and Boris King charging out. Nade is grounded. It was all very clumsy. And Christian Nade has been flattened.
Yeah, it was really untidy. The ball seemed to take an age to come down. Boric was left to sweep up. You can see Presley in a little look there. He knows his goalkeeper's coming, and Nade gets caught right in between. Takes the full force of Boric's knee. One of those where the goalkeeper had to come. It's just falling in that awkward place just outside the box.
Not something you see on too many pages of the goalkeeping manual.
Well, he can't use his hands, he's outside the box, so he's got to just throw his body in there. I think it was on to go and head it a little bit earlier than he decided to go, but it all worked out in the end for him.
Looks like Christian Nade will be okay, but of course he's had some treatment, so he'll have to trot off first. Still holding his shoulder, mind you.
I think if Celtic keep going like this, they'll be quite happy. Just keep it very tight for the second half. Don't allow Hearts too many chances. I mean, the goalkeepers would be as well going home, apart from the time there where Boric is called on to come outside the box, but they've had nothing to do in this match really. And if Hearts are serious about winning this match, they have to get players up and around Nade.
Handball against Jarosik. Robbie Nilsson, ever present this season. There's a goal kick.
I just wonder if Stevie Frill and the management team at Hearts are thinking about, although Zaliukas and Palazuelos have played well in there, they've been solid. Don't think they need them both. Certainly if they want to win this game, to win them off and stick Velička on up front with Nade.
Venegora Hesselin's flick, and Christoph Berra had to turn that away from Scott McDonald. McDonald's such a predator. Long throw potential from Darren O'Dea, although Hartley's nearby as well. He does go long to Venegora Hesselin, but a free kick against the Dutchman.
It's not been his afternoon. Finding it very hard in there, as predicted. Hearts pretty physical at the back. They're able to match the big Dutchman.
Marcus Killen is on the bench.
Yeah, but for me that's not a massive change to bring Killen on. I think that Gordon Strachan still needs somebody else in there as a striker that gives him a different option from Killen and Jan Fennerhoff Hesselink, someone a bit more pace.
Zaliukas. Kizanavicius. And again. Again, it's the wrong option from Kizanavicius. Going to be a free kick for Hearts. And Venegor of Hesseling is going to be summoned to Kenny Clark.
I'm not really sure what that one was for. I thought that the assistant referee on the far side flagged for offside. I think it was actually for a foul.
Just a warning for Big Ian. Ibrahim Tal towards Kizanavicius. Zaliukas calling for it. Now Palazuelos, bit of space. Not for long though. Driver. Let's come off Hartley. Corner Hearts.
Palazuelos has got to take responsibility there. Loads of room to get a shot in. He just worked his way right along the box. And eventually fed Driver. He could have done it himself.
Driver's corner. Goes nowhere near one of his teammates. From Calvers. Kizanavicius. Gary Caldwell lunging in to make a decent tackle. Calvers for Nade. Celtic cried handball. Nade still going. Aidan McGeady now for Scott Brown, and he's going some. Couldn't return it to McGeady though. And here go Hearts with Goncalves. Kingston. Driver. A rather tame effort of Boric. Christian Nade had gone back inside his own half and didn't seem too interested in making up the ground.
Yeah, it was a good ball out as well from Kingston, but Driver will need to do a lot better than this to beat Boric.
Well, they've both had a go today, but a miserable one attempt on target, and that was it.
Yeah, and even that was a pass back. We really haven't managed to get going at all. No penetration from either side.
One shot on target in an hour. Darren O'Dea looking to change that though. And Goncalves had McGeady rushing in at him. He had to turn it behind for a corner.
Yeah, but McGeady should be in there again. It's a wide player. You look how far he is out on that the top of the screen, but if he gets himself in earlier, he's getting there ahead of Goncalves. He's got a chance to score.
Hearts weren't ready for the quick corner. McGeady, and that's come off McGeady. It'll be a goal kick. Goncalves close to him.
O'Dea got himself down the left channel, and that's a decent ball in. Asking for Jan Fenner of Hesseling to get there, but as I said, I think if McGeady got himself in the back post to make a second striker in there, and that's maybe why Aidan McGeady doesn't score enough goals in the SPL. Fantastic player, and really in form at the moment as well, but for me, he should be getting 10-12 anyway in a season.
Here is McGeady. Hartley. Presley. Tal. Driver. Kingston. Tal has got himself near the box. Kizanavicius. Goncalves. Hearts probing. Final ball again from Kizanavicius. A let down. Goncalves. Kingston. Shrugged off Hartley. Now Nade. Well, he took absolutely ages. And Scott Brown hooked it off his toes.
You're right, I think if the rest of the Hearts players had the same urgency as Kingston, they'd be doing okay today.
Drivers run into OD. And that's come off Saliukas.
And Kingston, for me, is the one player on the Hearts side that looks likely to open things up. It's going to be difficult, though. Pretty sure the Celtic back four quite happy just having the one striker up there to play against, and Nade makes it a very comfortable afternoon for McManus and Presley.
Hearts haven't failed to score in a game since Celtic drubbed them 5-0 in Glasgow in August. Anatoly Karabotchka on the right there, watching from on high, the head coach. Robbie Nilsson then with this long throw. Oh, and it was flicked on by Saliukas. Kenny Clark giving Palazuelos a stern lecture.
He just timed that one very badly. It's approaching that time, almost 65 minutes, when managers think about making a change, and this game is crying out for one.
Kenny Clark needs his earpiece taped up. Gordon Strachan side with that big date in Milan ahead. Venegora Hesseling won it. McDonald was on the ground and Basso smothered. French keeper who arrived on deadline day in August from Auxerre. McManus kept his eye on that. Here's Palazuelos, the Spaniard. Here he is again. Kizanavicius helped it on. Palazuelos. Yarasit back defending. So too is Venegor of Hesseling there, just hooking that away from Kingston. And that's bobbled off Robbie Nilsson. And the driver has a problem with his arm, by the look of it.
Yeah, I think he fell going for the previous cross. Fell awkwardly. Sort of upended, and as you see here, yeah, I think he just comes down on his arm.
Driver spurning treatment. Offside against Christian Nade.
There's a serious lack of width in this game. I can't remember one decent cross coming in, and when you think about the fact that you've got Nade in there for Hearts and Jan Fenner-Fesseling for Celtic, they need good delivery into the box, and they're not getting it.
It's not been your usual Hearts Celtic type game, that's for sure. Across the back four. And Calvis But able to find Kizanavicius. Caldwell. McDonald. Caldwell. Offside against Venegor of Hessel.
Really tight. Again, it's a difficult ball for him to do anything with. It's a straight ball up, playing it in the hands of Tal and Vera in there.
Nade has a second go at it. It's away by McManus. Caldwell underneath that. Palacios charging towards McGeady. Caldwell. Hartley. OD. Yarasik. Brown. OD. Should be collected by Basso. And it looks like Andreas Velička will come on soon for Hearts, and when he came on a month ago at Celtic Park, he scored twice as Hearts knocked Celtic out of the CIS Cup. 2 great goals as well.
Yeah, and that's going to be interesting. Will they take off a midfield player and play 2 up front?
Well, we hear it's going to be Christian Nade is the word from the touchline.
So the answer to that question was no.
Darren O'D then towards Yarasik. McManus. McManus launching it towards McDonald. Sent back by OD. Kizanavicius, Goncalves. Stephen Presley underneath that. Here is Kingston. Nielsen. Tal. Saliukas under pressure from Scott Brown, and Brown has won it, and he's heading towards goal. McDonald, McGeady, Celtic taking the long way around, and still we wait for a goal.
I'm very surprised McDonald didn't take that on himself.
Kizanavicius for Kingston, on for Driver, and Hartley goal back, and goal kick is the verdict. I think that's right.
I think Presley gets away with that one. He's the one sitting deepest. That meant Driver was onside. You see here, Presley sits back. Wee chance for Driver there.
So Christian Nade is going off, and on comes a man who has scored 3 times in 3 games against Celtic, although all 3 goals, ironically, were at Celtic Park. Andreas Velička is on for the last 20 minutes. Will he make a difference?
I wouldn't say it's a lack of ambition in this match, but I think to have kept Nade and Velička on the park together would have been the best option for Hearts to get a goal out of this one. It's like for like now up there.
Cue the boos. Stephen Presley has it. McManus. Away by Berra. Velichka gets his first touch. Berra no D, pipping Kingston to it.
Yeah, there was only one winner there. The D wanted that one a whole lot more.
Celtic have got the throw. Scott Brown has it now. It's a foul on Venegor of Hesselink by Ibrahim Tal, and this could be intriguing.
Yeah, it's ominous for Hearts, the fact that Scott Brown has just started to sneak into this game a little bit. A few more driving runs, trying to open up that sturdy Hearts defence. He wasn't in it much in the first half. He's starting to get going again.
No Nakamura for free kicks at the moment, of course, for Celtic.
Looks like Hartley this one.
It is Paul Hartley, and it nearly caught out Basso. And guess who pounces to score? Yep, it's Scott McDonald, and the leaders lead at Tynecastle.
Basso makes a complete mess of this one, but Scott McDonald has to be there to pounce, and he is. He's a greedy little striker, and he loves scoring. What Basso is doing, I've got no idea. He should be comfortable. He overstrides, he gets it all wrong. He finds his body outside the ball, and he's got to go back in the way, and that means he can't get his body behind it. He drops it, and he pounces.
Scott McDonald's 15th goal in 21 games for Celtic, a remarkable return, and you just knew he would be there, waiting to pounce.
And you've got to love it. Not just the fact he's there, it's the way he takes it as well. Puts his boot right through it, no hesitation at all. He knows he's going to find the net. One mistake, and he was in.
Well, Hearts have chopped and changed their keepers this season. We could see Steve Banks in next week. That's a horrible mistake from Anthony Basso. So Celtic have the lead. I wonder if it'll turn out to be the winner. If it is so, it's come about 20 minutes before they usually get their winners.
That's true, but I think Hearts, they must be ruining the fact they did have chances in the first half. Gordon Strachan knows that his side just never give up. If they can keep it tight, they have the firepower there to get goals. And yet again, it looks like they're just going to grind it out. They haven't played the best, but 1-0 up.
Aidan McGeady's on his way. It's been a day to grind it out for Celtic, but they have the lead at last. Can they keep a clean sheet away from home for the first time in 14 months? Not that it matters too much when you can score a few more than you concede.
Yeah, but now Stephen Frail and the Hearts management team, they have to gamble a little bit. Got to bring another striker on, push someone a bit further forward, make it happen.
Well, they do have Callum Elliott on the bench if they need another striker, but it's defending that they have to worry about for now. Celtic looking to kill the game, and it's a former Hearts hero who will take the corner. Hartley delivers, Venegor of Hesselink over and out.
It's a good ball in with plenty of pace from Hartley. Ideal for Jan Venegor of Hesselink.
Here's McDonald, who has scored his 11th goal in his last 7 SPL games. A phenomenal return.
better for McGeady, driving down the line instead of coming inside for a change.
Caldwell now. McGeady. Oh, and Ibrahim Tal had to just nudge it behind.
It was a lovely floated cross from McGeady. So tempting, so difficult to deal with for a defence. It's in a lovely area.
Celtic looking for that quick second goal. Hartley's free kick brought about the first goal, takes the corner. Gary Caldwell not allowed to get near it by Velička. But here is McGeady! And that's a fine save from Basso to keep Hart in this game.
It was a good save. A save he has to make anyway, because it's at the front post. He's got to cover that side. And I think if McGeady here goes across him, there's a chance if you watch Scott McDonald at the back post. Could have capitalised.
Hartley tries again. And everyone jumped. And everyone missed it. And Hearts are going to make a double change. Mikalunas is going to be coming on with Callum Elliott.
Well, Scott McDonald really has that killer instinct. He just pounced on that, following up as any good striker should do. Oh, it's loved it anyway.
Zaliukas and Kizanavicius have gone off. Callum Elliott is on to add some firepower for Hearts, and so too Sal Mikalunas, not exactly the most popular man in Scottish football after that dive at Hampden Park when he was playing for Lithuania.
Yeah, and he'll play on the right hand side and Driver will go across to the left. And Elliott and Velička will be up front.
Brown had a nibble at Kingston then. Here's Nilsson. He gets a second go. Robbie Nilsson blocked by Presley. Kingston. It's one back fair and square by Scott Brown. He's got Aidan McGeady alongside him. Ibrahim Talbo not giving it up for Hearts. Kingston toiling at the moment.
Well, if they're going to get back into this one, they will need him.
Mikalunas, Kizanavicius. Kizanavicius, it was actually Palazuelos and Zaliukas who were taken off. Kizanavicius still there. Ten minutes to go at Tynecastle. Celtic have the lead. And offside this time against the goal scorer. And what a goal scorer. You can check out all the latest scores on Football Saturday from 4 on Setanta Sports 1, and that's followed by Martin O'Neill's Aston Villa against Arsenal. Should be some game at 5:15. And tomorrow we're off to Pittodrie for Aberdeen against Hibs in the SPL. That's from 1 on Setanta Sports 1. This will be a real setback for Hearts as they look to make up ground in the table. Scott McDonald has proved to be a sensational signing for Celtic. A man who once denied them the title with those 2 goals for Motherwell a few years ago. Now banging them in big time for Celtic. Here's Mikalunas, whose last goal was against Celtic here in January. Goncalves. Came off Jarosik. Mikalunas. Away by Odi. McDonald up against Tal. Kingston, some past that for Mikalunas. Velička in the middle. So is Kizanavicius, but it's away by McManus.
Just slightly interesting choice from the Hearts management team to play Callum Elliott in midfield rather than pushing him up next to Velička.
Well, Velička has held it up. He's been hauled to the ground there by Presley, but Mikalunas still goes for it. And he scored a stunner against Celtic here at the turn of the year that I mentioned. And Velička grappling with Presley.
A little bit of afters.
Chris Killen is going to be coming on for the closing stages. Presumably in place of Benigora Hesseling. Not just yet though. Scored a couple of times in Edinburgh derbies for Hibs. Somebody else for the Hearts fans to boo today. Another will take the free kick, Hartley. And take it eventually. Free kick inside the Hearts half, ended up back with Boritz. But then Celtic are a goal to the good. Here is Callum Elliott. Not really where you want him to be. Mistake from Mikalunas. Darren O'Dea. Well, I'm not sure there was much contact there, but Darren O'Dea has got a free kick.
Yeah, O'Dea's trying to calm it down. And he went down, but very late. And the Hearts fans are not liking it much. Not surprised.
I think he was almost admitting himself that it wasn't a free kick. Kenny Clark thought it was though. So Hartley will take it. It's away by Elliott. Kingston. Velička chasing, but McManus nearly caught out, and Artur Boritz not making it easy for Hartley, although it was comfortably helped on. It's a foul by McDonald, but the referee will let Hearts get on with it, and they need to get on with it. Mikalunas wanted a free kick off Jarosik. Kizanavicius though coming back for more. And Boritz gathers.
this is better from Kizanevicius. Coming in off the right hand side makes it a lot easier to get the ball in his favoured left foot.
Scott McDonald would have been offside if he'd gone for that.
It has to be said that Hearts have really lacked a real spark today in their side. Just haven't done enough. If it stays like this, they pretty much will get what they deserve out of this match.
That change is going to happen now. Off goes Jan Vennegaard of Hesseling. And on comes Chris Killen, who scored here for Hibs in that enthralling Boxing Day Edinburgh derby here last season. So another ex-Highby comes on for the Hearts fans to get stuck into.
Well, this is why Celtic are top of the league, and it's been 2 titles on the trot for them, possibly a third, because they can come to places like Tynecastle against difficult teams all through the SPL, and they still manage to grind out wins. When it's 1-0, it doesn't bother them. They like to keep it tight throughout the match, and they know they have players that can pop up and score you that vital goal. It doesn't have to always be pretty, as long as you can put 3 points on the board, and Gordon Strachan knows that.
The Strachan side have certainly shown their strengths this week, disposing of Aberdeen last weekend, seeing off Shakhtar Donetsk. Incidentally, that winner against the Ukrainians was the 6th time in 2007 that Celtic have scored a stoppage time winner. They're looking to avoid conceding a late goal now. Mikalunas, it's away by Hartley, but Goncalves will maintain Hearts' interest. And now Callum Elliott. Christoph Berra still up there. Stephen Presley went to ground, but Celtic aren't too concerned about him because McDonald is leading this charge. Presley still on the ground, although just getting up now. And we're into the last minute of the 90. Time is running out for Hearts. Hearts need a good few minutes added on. Stephen Presley's all right to see it out. And Velička. And a big chance for Ibrahim Tal, and Borat's got a touch on that, and a vital one. There's going to be 3 minutes of stoppage time. Hearts are giving it a go. Can they grab an equaliser? They're gambling though. There's a chance they could themselves be caught on the break. Given away by Scott McDonald, the goal scorer, rather too easily. Here is Jarosik blocking that from Nilsson. Kizanevicius, Nilsson, Elliott, Kizanevicius! Fantastic save from Borat, but a penalty is given for the shove that followed it. Penalty for Hearts. And are Celtic going to concede a goal in stoppage time? Gary Caldwell, the offender.
Well, that was a blistering strike from Kizanevicius, coming in again from that right-hand side, and that is a world-class save from Boric. And there is a push, and it is a pen. What an opportunity to get a point out of this, to sneak a point out of this for Hearts.
Andreas Velička is going to take it, a man who has scored 3 times before against Celtic, all in Glasgow. What a massive moment. It's Velička. It's in. It's 1-1. A stoppage time goal in a Celtic game, but this time it's gone against them.
So much pressure on that pen. But Velička, he knows the way to the net. And this is a top-class pen. 91 minutes, and look at that, in the side net, no chance for Boruc. As I said, all the responsibility on his shoulders to get a point out of this for Stephen Frail on his side. And he's loving it.
That was a cracking penalty from Velička, right into the corner. It had to be good to beat Boruc. It was. And Celtic still haven't kept a clean sheet on their travels for 14 months. And Velička wants to go for a winner. He's a little unlucky there. It's a goal kick.
I'm sure Stephen Frail will be saying, why can't you play with that kind of pace as you played in the last 5-10 minutes of this match for the whole game? That's what he wanted, didn't get it.
Dreadful kick from Boruc. Kingston's return looking for Velička, went the wrong side of him, otherwise Celtic could have been in bother. Still time of course for Celtic to nick one. There is no time now though, and Hearts have got a point. Well, it was Celtic's turn in midweek to grab yet another stoppage time goal, but it went against them today. Scott McDonald, with his 15th Celtic goal, gave them the lead after Anthony Basso was bamboozled by Hartley's free kick. But Basso will be relieved that in stoppage time, Velička scored with the definition of a perfect penalty after Boruc in the build-up had made a fantastic save as well. But Gary Caldwell gave Ibrahim Tal a little shove and Kenny Clark awarded the penalty. And Celtic still can't keep a clean sheet away from home. And Velička does have a habit of scoring against them. This moved a bit, but Basso will be distraught that he presented the opportunity to Scott McDonald, because he just knew he was going to be there waiting. But how about this for a penalty? As I said, it's got to be good to beat Boruc. That was very good, and it saved the day for Stevie Frail's side, who weren't at their best, but they have got a point thanks to Velička. It's the 3rd time he's scored against Celtic this season. So it ends at Tynecastle. Hearts 1, Celtic 1.
Well, what a finish. His double knocked Celtic out of the League Cup. Now Andreas Velička has denied them a couple of SPL points today. And Hearts make it 5 games unbeaten, only after much reaction on the way.
Don't take your eye off the ball. Clydesdale Bank, always on the ball.
There are certainly some noises coming out of this home dressing room.
Feeling good, feeling fine.
Get in there!
Feel like a whole wide world.
He scores!
Hello kids, by the way. Get to bed.
This is the perfect day.
This chap with the baseball cap, he does it like he's got trouble written all over him.
Here we go.
Could be 3-0. It is 3-0! Where else can you get access like this?
Salisbury v Aldershot, Sunday at 7 at Tanta Sports 1.
I live life to the full. I love action. In life, on the job, I'll never allow myself to look tired. So I take care of myself and of my skin.
Hydra Energetic from L'Oreal Men Expert. It fights the 5 signs of fatigue for a lasting, healthy look. L'Oreal Men Expert.
The future of your skin is in your hands. You're worth it.
Fellas, I'm ready to get up and do my thing. I want to get into it, man, you know. Like a sex machine, man. Moving, doing it, you know. Can I count it off? 1, 2, 3, 4. Get up, get on up.
up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up.
Do you have a thing for coffee? Then we have a thing for you. New Nescafe Dolce Gusto.
Want an easy way to rent DVDs from just $3.99 a month? For your 2-week free trial, go to lovefilm.com.
Good. Just watching this. Good lad. Hey, good boy. In a bit, in a bit. Good lad. Go on then. Come on then. Come on. Come on. Oh, lucky.
It'll be hard work, but it will work.
There's his little fingers, there's his little toes, and just there's his little sister.
At Clydesdale Bank, people are at the heart of everything we do. That's why our contact centres have been voted best in the world for customer service, and why we support the British Heart Foundation. To find out more, visit cbonline.co.uk.
War is coming. Nothing will stop the Magisterium from trying to take over.
We will strike the strength out of them.
The Golden Compass. It must be found.
The Golden Compass.
Ho! Make good your escape to the festive menu at McDonald's. The big cheese and bacon, the festive chicken wrap, cheese melt dippers, the festive pie, and Terry's chocolate orange McFlurry.
Every year, millions of people suffer from the horror of faintly disappointing Christmas gifts.
Why?
It's ever so sad. You can see that my eyes have gone all weepy and that. Look.
It doesn't have to be this way.
Visit oxfamunwrapped.com and choose one of many unusual gifts, like tools for farmers, fertilizer, the gift of dung, or even a loo for a community in poverty.
Give a loo to the world.
Don't take your eye off the ball. Clydesdale Bank, always on the ball.
Well, that was a finish, wasn't it? 1-1 at Tynecastle, and lots more to come up and down the country. All the reports, results, analysis, Football Saturday from 4 o'clock, Setanta Sports 1. With more live action to come as well from the Barclays Premier League this time. Aston Villa against Arsenal, and Martin O'Neill's team on top form after their 4-0 victory at Blackburn on Wednesday. Arsenal looking to strengthen their position at the top. Watch it from 5:15 on 1. As Celtic have to settle for a point, they would certainly settle for a point in Milan on Tuesday, which would get them to the Champions League knockout stages, but they had to settle for a draw here. They might have been one down inside a couple of minutes, and Kizanavicius made that opportunity count. This was Janicic, off target this